Judy Austin in trouble. See what Mr. Obasi did today in court. As Mr. Obasi Emmanuel is out and he is back to get the full custody of his children, and he is not just back alone, he is back with the legal team of Queen May Yul Edochie, and they did this today. Hello viewers, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Like I've often told you guys that Mr. Obasi has kept quiet for a very long time. Mr. Obasi has kept quiet for a very long time. You know, he came out recently to allegate that Yul Edochie was the real cause of his marriage breakdown, and Mr. Obasi also alleges that Judy Austin did not just run away from his home alone. She ran away with his children, his two grown-up children. And now she also restricted Mr. Obasi the full custody of his children. But Mr. Obasi is now out to get the full custody of his children, and he is not just out alone. He is out with Queen May Yul Edochie's legal team, represented by Emeka Ogbonye. And for the sake of our new viewers, before I show you what really happened today, this is Recent and Trend TV. Here we offer you interesting celebrities and entertainment gist and all the happenings in the Edochie's family. So if this happened to be your first time of coming to this channel, you are highly welcome. Please do well to click on your subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. It is very, very important for you not to miss any of our interesting celebrities and entertainment gist like this. Alright, without wasting much of your precious time, I'm going to take you to the cause of this matter. But first, like I said earlier, this is going to be an interesting gist. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video so that you don't misunderstand me or miss any of my points on this video. So I'm going to take you to the cause of this matter. Now, Mr. Obasi Emmanuel married Mrs. Judy Austin when she was 19. You guys should get this first. Mr. Obasi Emmanuel married Judy Austin when she was 19 years, and they have two children together. But the divorce, according to Judy Austin, they have divorced since 2013. So report had it earlier that Mr. Yul Edochie unveiled Mrs. Judy Austin as his second wife on 21st of April 2022, following the end of his 17 years old marriage with May Yul Edochie. This is what happened. Yul Edochie unveiled Judy Austin to be his second wife on the 21st of April 2022, following the end of his 17 years old marriage with May Yul Edochie. So Mr. Obasi, who lamented his predicament during a Facebook Live on Ujo official's page on Sunday, said he regrets investing in his ex-wife in the person of Judy Austin. This man said he regrets investing on his wife, in the ex-wife, in the person of Judy Austin. So Mrs. Judy Austin's ex-husband, who didn't disclose this university that she sponsored Judy Austin to, noted that things turned around in their marriage after Judy Austin got to campus. And it is very important, if you are certain that you don't want to marry somebody, make sure that you don't accept that person to marry you. Maybe Judy Austin accepted Mr. Obasi to marry him. This is my own candid point. Judy Austin accepted to marry Mr. Obasi because she wanted to go to school, and then this man, out of his good heart, sponsored Judy Austin after asking her to marry him. Then she accepted, and this man sponsored you into the university. Then you got to campus, and now you turn a new and bad leaf. So this is what happened. Judy Austin got to campus and turned a bad leaf. This is what Mr. Obasi said. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to show you what Mr. Obasi said. I know we are all related to this story, so I'm going to show you what Mr. Obasi said in his word. He said, "I am not educated enough, and I put her in school, university, so she could study and follow my business line. But everything turned around. We did not quarrel. My biggest offense or problem was why I put her in school, and everything turned around. She packed everything that belongs to me in 2012. She made away with it. I thought it was a child's play, and we decided to bargain to know how to sort things out. And she started saying I should come and collect my bride price. She is no longer interested in the marriage again. I decided to move on with my life and leave everything for her. So this is what Mr. Obasi said. This is what Mr. Obasi said. So you all could record that Mr. Obasi also alleges that Mr. Yul Edochie dated Mrs. Judy Austin while they were still married together. Don't forget this. This is what Mr. Obasi Emmanuel said, that Yul Edochie was dating Judy Austin when Judy Austin was still under his roof, and they were still married together. They were not divorced. This is what Mr. Obasi alleges that. So the allegation came a little over a month after the actor turned pastor preached against adultery. After the Yul Edochie preached against adultery. So Mr. Yul Edochie, during a June sermon, warned men against adultery, noting that sleeping with married women could leave them vulnerable to spiritual attack, could lead men into vulnerable attack. So this is why Mr. Obasi continued to say, she, being Judy Austin, was under my roof, but she was moving with Yul Edochie to their family house, and they accepted them. The family accepted her and Yul Edochie, a married woman for that matter. She had caused difficulties in my life, so she insisted that if I wanted to the marriage to continue, I must rent her an apartment in Enugu State. Look at what a woman is demanding for. Because you are making a man to choose between you and the house. That if the man wants the marriage to still continue, that the man must buy you or rent a new apartment for you in Enugu State. Look at the kind of demand that this woman was making, because she knew that she was no longer interested in Mr. Obasi. That was why she was making all these unnecessary demands from Mr. Obasi. So Mr. Obasi continued by saying, I should have known this before anyone else, but because of the kind of love we shared with the tenants, everyone was too afraid to tell me. So nobody knew that our marriage would collapse. They didn't want to tell me the truth because they were unsure of my reactions. After they confirmed that the marriage was over, all the truth started coming out. This is what Mr. Obasi said. So Mrs. Judy Austin, ex-husband, further alleges that she denied him access to their 2 children for over a decade since their divorce. This is what the woman, you leave someone, you leave your marriage, and then you decide to live with the children. It is not bad thing for you to live with the children, but denying Mr. Obasi access to his children, you guys collectively gave birth to these children, to these 2 children. You collectively gave birth to these 2 children. You did not conceive by the Spirit of the Holy Ghost and give birth to this child. It was Mr. Obasi. It was a collective energy that you guys gave birth to these children. Why then did you restrict this man from having access to his children? And this is very bad. So he claims that he had not seen his children on social media or anywhere else since the divorce. So Mr. Obasi Emmanuel insisted that all he wanted was access to his children. This is just what he wants. I'm going to show you what he said in his word. He said, I don't want them to train my children for me. 10 years matters a lot to me. My children's upbringing dramatically affects me, and I need to see my children. I see all this as the kidnapping of my children. She is not with the children, and I am not with the children. This is a kidnapping. Why should my children live like orphans? That is my problem. I cannot see my children anywhere, and if they have been buried somewhere, let them show me where they buried them, so that I can take their corpse to my village. That is what I am saying. Let me pick their corpse up and rightfully bury them. She was busy parading Yul Edochie's children on social media. I wouldn't be this crazy if I had seen them on social media, because I would know that my children are okay. I don't think my children are alive any longer. I don't think so. I am only crying out to have my children, not to have her back, because her bride price has been paid. This is what Mr. Obasi said, that he has already retrieved or collected back his the bride price he paid on behalf of Judy Austin. So he further alleges that Mrs. Judy Austin and her family threatened to buy him while trying to gain access to his children. He stated that he had approached the court, a human rights activist office, and the police station, but his efforts were unsuccessful. This is what he said. He said, they blocked me in the police station, telling the police I couldn't do anything. They also said they would take the case file if I sued them, and nothing would happen. They said they would terminate me anytime and no one would stop them. For 10 years they have been threatening to buy me if I speak out. I've been patient, but now 10 years is enough. I want the world to know that what by me, since justice is for the highest bidders. This is what he's saying. So this part alone make you to understand that Mr. Obasi is really out with his full chest. This is what I was saying, that Mr. Obasi is really out with his full chest to get the full custody of his children, because I cannot see the reason why you collectively have children together and then you want to have those children all by yourself. You want them to love you alone and not their father. This man is not like that. This man does not want his children. He wants to see his children. Give him the full custody. Give him access to his children. This is what Mr. Obasi is coming out for. If you don't want to give him in peace, I'm telling you for a fact, he's coming out to collect these children in pieces. I'm telling you for a fact. And this man is not coming with an easy pressure. He's coming with a full pressure. He's not coming out alone. He's coming out with legal team, with Yul Edochie's legal team, being the DPA. I'm telling you for a fact. So Mr. Obasi continued by saying, I got the police to arrest Judy Austin's father and the brother, and we moved with my children in Nigeria. Someone came to the police station challenging the police and saying I couldn't do anything and they would eliminate me. In court, Judy's two lawyers fought each other. One lawyer questioned why other was involved and the judge told them to sort it out, but they couldn't. The court went on strike for 8 months and I was paid by the same lawyer monthly. Afterward, the court went on strike again for 3 months. I was tired of risking my life because they sent me threatening messages and calls saying they would buy me. So this is what Mr. Obasi is saying. So it was reported on the 19th of July 2023 that Mrs. Judy Austin denied having an affair with Mr. Yul Edochie while she was still married to Mr. Obasi. This is what I'm saying, that Mrs. Judy Austin came out on the 19th of July to say that when before he met Yul Edochie, that she has already divorced Mr. Obasi Emmanuel. That he has never set his eye on Yul Edochie before while he was still married to Mr. Obasi. I'm not going to say my own words, I'm not going to say my own words. I'm going to show you what Judy Austin said in her own words. She said, this is just me answering the obvious question that has been flying around. The question is, where were you in your previous marriage when you met Yul Edochie? The answer is no. That is the fattest lies ever told about me on social media. My previous marriage ended in March 2013. I saw Yul Edochie for the very first time. I saw him for the very first time years after my previous marriage ended. So anyone saying otherwise is lying. If I am telling the truth, let all the curses and insults go back to the people saying it a billion times. Amen. This is what she said, and I'm telling you for a fact, no matter what she is saying, I know it for a fact that Mr. Obasi has now come out. He is coming out. He's coming out, not just coming alone. He's coming with full squad, and he must get the full custody of his children before he returns. So Judy Austin and Yul Edochie should prepare. They should prepare for what is coming for them. So guys, what do you think about this? Do want to drop your own comment or your own opinion on the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on your notification bell so that you get notified when next we drop our new interesting celebrities and entertainment gist like this. Alright, thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. Do really appreciate you all. See you guys in our next video. Please make sure you subscribe.